Welcome to another edition of Highliner News. I'm Elijah.
And I'm Faith. Although winter sports have been over for a while, Highliner News would like to give a shout out to the athletes that participated in these sports.
7 Valley City boys played on the Blue Jays hockey team this year, going 14-10, and they made it to a state qualifier. The Jamestown girls hockey team had 3 Valley City girls on it, and they worked hard to go 5-17-1. Boys wrestling had 10 state qualifiers. Ryer Muskie won 5th place, Owen Hunt 7th, and Colton Griebel was the EDC and state champ, along with the EDC and state senior athlete of the year. Girls wrestling had 7 state qualifiers. Deegan Kirschman won 5th, Miley Christensen won 4th, and Victoria Sanchez was the EDC champ and won 4th at state. Boys basketball went 9-13 this year. Bryson Heck and Micah Matson were named to the All-Region 1 team. Heck was also named second team All-State. Girls basketball went 24-2. They were Region 1 champs and state champs. Dakota Potratz, Sky Nielsen, and Katie Burchell were named to the All-Region 1 team. Burchell and Nielsen earned all tournament team honors, and Katie Burchell was the state MVP and first team All-State. Bodie Hogland and Lincoln Berg were the 2 Valley City athletes on the Jamestown boys swim team. The team placed 4th at WDA and 7th at state. Bodie was a part of the 200 freestyle relay that broke the school record and placed 2nd at WDA. The highlights placed 2nd in hip hop and high kick and 4th in jazz at state. At nationals in Florida, they ranked 13 in the small hip hop division 2 in the semifinal round. The dance team's kick routine also earned them 2nd place in finals. Reporting for Highliner News, this is Kinley Suffolk.
Highliner pride is essential at VCPS, and the new Highliner Lighthouse is full of it. Reporter Carter Haas brings you the story.
So this summer, a few of us from the Valley City Christian Educators Group had an idea, and we wanted to collect some Highliner clothing and give it away at the back to school event, which happened to be the wellness fair. So we did, and we thought of it as just a one-time thing. It was an idea, we did the idea, it was over. But then the calls kept coming, and they were from both sides. People wanted to give, they'd missed it, and they had cleaned out their closets, they wanted to give more. So the heart behind it is to make people feel welcome and to give people what they need. So we in no way want to compete with the school store or the Deca Depot or the online school store. We're not trying to compete, we just want to fill gaps for those who might need something. The central administration staff was so welcoming. They found us a place right away that we could use. And I'm so thankful for all of the people who pitched in. We're planning to have a youth side and an adult side, and that would run anywhere from X small to double, triple X sizes. Children's sizes we're the most in need of. The goal would be to stock these tubs. Right now they are all empty. They're here for show. So a little better labeling system, and then to have an inventory on hand, because right now we just have what's out and some in the back that hasn't been sorted yet. And then just again, that shout out to the central administration staff and the Heck brothers for all that they did. So many others assisting too who aren't part of Christian Educators. I am just so grateful for all of the support that we've had from staff members who've pitched in to help, and also from the community who's been donating. So a big thank you to all of the staff here, and then to the community members who've been giving. We'd have no inventory if community members weren't giving. So it is an all hands on board kind of process.
For Highliner News, this is Carter Haas.
All gently used children and adult Highliner gear can be dropped off at the District Administration Building during office hours.
Congratulations to 3rd grade teacher, Mrs. Tanya Breckheimer, for being selected this year's Teacher of the Year.
Mrs. Breckheimer has dedicated over 20 years to supporting and inspiring Highliner students.
Reporter Jack Samuelson hits the halls with some very random would-you-rather questions.
Would you rather meet Bigfoot or an alien?
Probably Bigfoot, because he's on Earth and it would be easier to meet him.
Would you rather fight Mike Tyson once or talk like him for the rest of your life?
Fight Mike Tyson once.
Why?
I don't know, because I don't want to sound like that.
Would you rather be really beautiful or really smart?
Really smart. Then I could actually pass my classes.
Would you rather have $1 million or solve world hunger?
Solve world hunger. Everybody got to eat.
Would you rather begin every sentence with "Hey jerk face" or end every sentence with "Haha, I was just kidding"?
Haha, I was just kidding.
Yeah, haha, I was just kidding. Because it's funny.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
One horse-sized duck. I feel it'd be easier to take on a duck that size rather than 100 horses.
Would you rather have no elbows or no knees?
No elbows. I feel like I could still do things and I could go for walks.
Would you rather have to fight a chicken every time you get into your car or fight a chimpanzee once a year but you get a sword?
What questions are these? No.
Those are horrible. Like, those are so random.
Would you rather smell like garlic or wet dog?
Probably garlic.
Why?
I don't want to smell like a wet dog.
Alright. Would you rather have really small feet or really big hands?
Really big hands.
What?
Because I play, like, basketball and football. It'd help a lot.
Would you rather be a reverse centaur or a reverse mermaid?
A reverse centaur.
Why?
I don't like mermaids.
Would you rather only eat vegetables for the rest of your life or fast food?
Oh man, you know, it's got to be vegetables. I got to go vegetables. I got to stay in the gym. So I couldn't live with myself doing only fast food.
I'm not answering this. Caleb, you come answer this question.
Would you rather fight a chicken every time you get into your car or fight a chimpanzee once a year but you get a sword?
Probably fight the chimpanzee once every year.
What?
Just because I get a sword and I feel like it'd be a lot easier than dealing with a chicken every morning.
For Highlander News, this is Jack Samuelson.
Reporter Corbin Powell takes you to the courts to introduce you to the game of pickleball.
Ready to try one of the fastest growing sports in America? Let's talk pickleball, a fun, fast-paced game that's perfect for students looking to get active with just a few basic items. Here's what you need: paddles, a pickleball or two, a net set up on a pickleball court, and of course, at least one friend to play with. Serving the ball. Serves must be underhand and go diagonally across the court. You have to serve from behind the baseline, and the ball must land past the non-volley zone, also known as the kitchen. Before you can hit the ball in the air, it has to bounce once on each side. Only the serving team can score a point. Speaking of the kitchen, that's a 7-foot area on both sides of the net. Players cannot volley in this zone. You can only hit the ball if it has bounced first. Here's an example of hitting the ball out of the air in the non-volley zone, which is not allowed. Scoring is simple. Points are only scored by the serving team. The first team to reach 11 points wins. But you need at least a 2-point lead to take the game. So grab your gear, hit the court, and see why pickleball is such a hit. For Highlander News, this is Corbin Powell.
4 VCHS dual credit English students have been recognized and published by VCSU's literary magazine, The Forge. Abby Wangrud, honorable mention. Faith Schmidt, first place. Brenna Storley, second place. Kaylee Nielsen, honorable mention. We're so proud of these talented students for their creativity and achievement.
A couple of weeks ago, VCHS held our very first March Madness Pie in the Face competition between some of the staff in our school.
Reporter Kylie Van Bruggen brings you the story.
After 3 rounds of voting and elimination, the final contenders for the pie were Mr. Starr and Mr. Milbrandt. Let's take a look at what went down on Pie Day.
You know, it's been a lifelong dream of mine to make the final 2 of the Pie in the Face contest, so it's just one of those bucket list items.
Yeah, I'd just like to make sure that he keeps his mouth shut and his eyes closed, because a pie in the face can leave lasting damage.
Well, if I win, it's clearly because I'm more popular than Mr. Starr. But if he wins, it's obvious that people want to get back at him for all those history questions.
Well, for the first time ever, this is a championship that I am hopeful to lose. Not often do you want to lose, but this one might be the opportunity for that.
Just win, baby.
was an amazing little stunt that you played on us, but it was pretty good. Once again, I would just want to say, after it's all said and done, it is kind of great to be the victor, because Milbrandt, you came in second again. Trivia, champion. Pie, champion. Runner-up, how does it feel?
Well, obviously age came into play. Star's been here. I mean, his social security number is 1. So he's been here the longest. He knows the most people, so, you know, by default, I expected him to win the entire time.
Spoken like a true loser.
Reporting for Highliner News, this is Kylie Van Bruggen.
Every month, Valley City Junior High staff nominate 7th and 8th grade students for Student of the Month. These students have been selected by staff for their hard work, respect, honesty, and active involvement in school activities.
The April Students of the Month are 7th graders Camden Larson and Riley Gray, and 8th graders John Oakland and Caitlin Wangrood. Congratulations.
Thank you for joining us for this edition of Highliner News. I'm Faith.
And I'm Elijah.